Saddle Ridge is a residential neighborhood situated in the northern part of Sylmar. It is a quiet and peaceful community, primarily residential, with a mix of single-family homes and townhouses. The area is known for its hilly terrain, which offers scenic views of the surrounding mountains and valleys. The neighborhood is bordered by the Angeles National Forest to the north, the San Gabriel Mountains to the east, the Santa Susana Mountains to the west. During the fall and winter months, the neighborhood is susceptible to Santa Ana winds. These winds can have a significant impact on the region, such as damaging buildings, causing power outages by knocking down power lines, and an increased risk of wildfires by drying out vegetation and spreading flames.
We begin tonight with the emergency evacuations underway right now. 100,000 people on the move. The wildfires exploding, at least 8 burning now across California, 2 near Los Angeles. Dozens of homes have already been burned to the ground, many fleeing through those tunnels of fire. The escape routes filled with blinding smoke and flames, and strong winds gusting up to 60 miles per hour, of course, fueling the fires. ABC's Chief.
The Saddle Ridge Fire was a wildfire that started on October 10th, 2019, in Sylmar, California. The fire quickly spread due to strong Santa Ana winds.
Me levanté de la cama y mi ojo captó algo brillante a mi derecha, en la montaña, y era el fuego y unas chispas que iban cayendo de la torre. Y ya se había iniciado el fuego en ese momento.
So when I noticed the fire is after my wife stood up, once we had just finished praying the rosary. My wife stood up, looked out the window, and saw a fire up in back of our property in the hills, which is very dark. So any kind of light, match, flashlight can be seen. In this case, it was a fire about the size of a car.
Mi primer instinto, lo que yo hice fue bajar, porque mi casa es de 2 pisos, bajar y mojar todos los bushes de afuera, mojar todo el árbol de pino que hay fuera de la casa, todas las plantas que está fuera de la casa, la parte del frente de la casa. Para el momento en que estábamos ya regando el agua afuera, ya había prácticamente una pared de fuego cerca de la casa. El fuego había crecido muchísimo por el viento y parecía completamente descontrolado, no sabíamos qué iba a pasar. Ya para eso el fuego se había extendido hacia la derecha y hacia la izquierda de la montaña, y era un fuego muy fuerte para ese momento.
The winds were probably going about 60 miles an hour. They were very strong, and they were directed toward our house. And I was able to see through the shrubs that the fire was just coming toward us, coming toward the property, just getting larger and larger. The flames were already in back of the property. They were going over my head and over our house with embers. Smoke was everywhere. The fire department came in 2 trucks, then a third one showed up. They cut the chain on the gates that's next to our property, which is a road that leads up to the hills. And they proceeded to go toward the back of the property, about 10 firemen. They immediately retreated. They ran back toward the street because the fire was too strong It overwhelmed them. And they started to yell at me to get out of there. So I dropped the hose. I told my wife to grab the dog, and I proceeded to run toward the front of the house. After we left, we were forced to leave. We were the first household that was forced to evacuate. The firemen came into our house immediately when I entered, and they told us we had to leave immediately. So the only thing we were able to get was our dog.
Nosotros dejamos la casa porque uno de los bomberos nos dijo que teníamos que abandonar la casa porque había una nube muy grande que se veía negra y muchas chispas pasando por la casa. Ya era una situación bastante difícil, entonces uno de los bomberos nos dijo que debíamos abandonar la casa. Para ese momento lo único que pude sacar de la casa fue mi teléfono celular, agarrar a mi perro, ponerlo en el carro, y mi esposo y yo salimos manejando hacia la casa de mis suegros. Cuando salimos de la casa manejando, el carro, mi esposo paró, y antes de llegar ahí al freeway, mi esposo paró el carro y estuvimos viendo la situación, y en realidad el fuego era tan grande que no pensamos que la casa de nosotros ni el vecindario iba a sobrevivir ese fuego tan fuerte.
The fire quickly spread due to strong Santa Ana winds, eventually burning 8,799 acres of land. The fire caused extensive damage, including the destruction of 19 structures and the damaging of 88 others. Thousands of people were evacuated from their homes, caused widespread power outages in the area, and several schools and universities in the area were closed due to poor air quality. Over 1,000 firefighters worked to contain the blaze, which was finally fully contained on October 31st, 2019. The cause of the fire was determined to be a faulty electrical transmission line owned by Southern California Edison. The Saddle Ridge fire was one of several wildfires that burned in California in 2019, and it was one of the most destructive.